Alright, welcome back everyone. Today, it's, you guys probably expected, all the Habs fans of the channel, there is quite a bit, there's at least 20. Um, you guys were not expecting me, a Flyers fan, to make a video on why I am proud of the Montreal Canadiens. And I've said this before, they've shocked me in these playoffs. First off, let me just say they didn't belong in the playoffs. But after they beat Pittsburgh, I was saying to myself, okay, they belong in the playoffs, 100%. This team, they may not have proved it during the regular season, and to be honest with you, they just lucked out to make it to the playoffs. Last team in the entire NHL to make the playoffs, and they beat one of the best teams in the league. They just came up against a better Philadelphia Flyers team. Now, a lot of Habs fans were mad that they lost to the Flyers. Some of them were even actually crying, which, I mean, really sucks because I'm not even that committed to my team. But yeah, I know. It really sucks because, you know, your team had such a good run. They beat Pittsburgh They beat Pittsburgh in the qualifying rounds. And that really shocked me. That really surprised me. I was thinking to myself, oh my god, they beat the Pittsburgh Penguins? And if they weren't playing my team in the playoffs, I probably would have rooted for them. But of course, I'm gonna have to root for my team. So, but I was proud of them no matter what, whether they won that series or they lost that series. I was proud of them. They held in there. Their players really came clutch. Jerry Price, he came up very clutch. Probably one of the best performances by a goaltender I've ever seen throughout those 9 games, 9 to 10 games that they played. It's amazing that for a team that placed 24th, they upset a team that won 2 Stanley Cups only a few years prior to this. And Pittsburgh still has the dominant pieces. They have Crosby, Malkin. They have all those players with new ones coming up. So, Pittsburgh is such a dominant team, and you come up against a Montreal team who's not that really offensive. Montreal is kind of defensive. You're thinking to yourself, Pittsburgh automatic win. But that's not what happened. Montreal played out of their minds. They played well. Pittsburgh just didn't seem able to play, and Montreal beat them. It was an upset. It was a great series by Montreal. I'm proud of them. For even though they did mediocre during the regular season, they just barely squeezed into the playoffs with the 2014 format this year. And then they upset a team like that. I'm very proud of them. And, you know, I think, and also I'm going to discuss this right now. I did not discuss this in the video prior. The Matt Niskanen suspension should have been more than 1 game. And that's coming from a Flyers fan. More than 1 game. It should have been at least until the end of the series, if the end of the series was 2 games. And maybe even beyond. Maybe into the second round, which is tonight. So, I don't know what the NHL was thinking. Everyone agreed with me. They were like, yeah, that should have been more than 1 game. But it was only 1 game. It really sucks that Gallagher got out. If Gallagher didn't get out, they maybe would have won that game if Niskanen didn't cross-check him. So, yeah, it does suck. I mean, it's tough. You beat a team like this, and then you lose to this team in the first round. But you guys played so well. The Montreal Canadiens played so well in this series. This series against the Flyers was probably by far the funnest. That's not even a word. The funnest series that I've watched in years. I think that's actually the funnest series I've ever watched since the Vegas and Washington Cup final. That's actually the most entertaining series I've ever watched. Actually, no. Washington and Pittsburgh, round 2, 2018. Best series I've ever seen. This is the best series since then. And I'm not saying that because that's my own team. I'm saying that because this series was so physical, so entertaining to watch. It was my kind of hockey, to be honest with you. I love the physical play. I love where we're bumping heads with each other. I love where we're scoring incredible goals. That's my type of hockey. And it was also much of this series. Both teams played really physical. Both teams played really well. Philadelphia, in the end, just came out with a dub. So, yeah. I am very proud of the Montreal Canadiens. If you enjoyed, just leave a like, subscribe button. We're trying to get to 400 subscribers by the end of the year. We're only 54 away. So, if If you guys have any opinions on what happened within this kind of suspension or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. I'm very proud of the Montreal Canadiens. Habs fans, don't come toxic at me now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys. I'm sorry, Habs fan. And I'll see you guys in the next video.